Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities Tarot. My name's Rochelle and I'm doing a birthday bonus reading for Sagittarius. Happy birthday to you whenever your birthday falls. And keep in mind too that even if your birthday is not in Sagittarius season, this reading could still be for you. This is for all placements, can be for anyone. But happy birthday, and I hope you're having a wonderful birthday season, whether you've already had your birthday or it's coming up or maybe it's today. Mojo Tarot is here, Lioness Kitty Cat also. Hello. Sagittarius Neptune, my north node Sagittarius. So anyway, let's dive in. I'm going to start with the Enchanted Map Oracle. I've got a oh my god, Lioness Kitty Cat, you are hilarious. Okay, so doing my little birthday spread I came up with. So let's see what's coming up for this next revolution around the sun for Sagittarius. We've got Sacred Pool, number 47. Solitude, 13. And Deep Freeze, 26. Well, okay. Wait, hang on. I gotta look at this for a minute. Sacred Pool, Solitude, and Deep Freeze. All of this is very, very introspective. I mean, solitude. It's like going within, spending time by yourself, no action, just taking time to absorb what's going on around you, what's been going on in your life. This is a year of heavy contemplation. I shouldn't say a year, but coming up in the near future. You're getting back to what's sacred. What does that even mean to you? What's sacred? Why? Whatever it is, it has to do with coming back to yourself, understanding yourself in a whole new way. This is about creating balance and stability within yourself, within your life, possibly. Working on coming into balance. Maybe you've been feeling out of balance for a while, and you're needing to rest. You're needing to heal, possibly. Maybe you've been going through, maybe it's been a tough year for you this last year. Let's keep going. Yeah. It's just like, okay. Sagittarius is just like, I'm checking out from the world, checking into I don't know. I'll stop right there. You are just wanting some space to yourself, time to yourself. So let me go with the Queen of the Moon Oracle. Who's here? Oh, Rebecca and Redbeard are here. Hello. Thanks for joining. Okay, we've got Wisdom number 22. Release number 27. And Extremes number 34. This one comes up, I feel, pretty regularly. Well, here's what's coming from this time you're taking out for yourself. You're gaining wisdom. You could be taking time to focus on some area of knowledge, area of study that you've been wanting to dive in. Maybe you're actually going back to school. Um, somehow through this time of solitude and going within, spending time on your own, taking time for yourself, you're doing something that is elevating you, that is ultimately it's creating a transformation within you. And it may not be apparent at first. I think it's the kind of thing where you just don't even realize that you've come to terms with some things, or you've changed how you feel, or how you feel changed, I should say. Or so it's like it's going to be a thing where, like, going out in the world once your solitude kind of is, is basically over, and you're like putting yourself out there again, that's when you're really going to see how important this time was for you. It's a major transformation. There's a huge heart opening. You and You're accessing a very deep part of yourself that maybe you weren't aware of, or you were ignoring. This extremes card, I'm feeling like it's speaking to the idea that you've been dealing with extremes. Maybe going to emotional extremes, or you've been doing things that required you to go to extremes to work things out or figure things out. Maybe that's a part of why you had to go into solitude, because there was just a need to come back into balance. Yeah, I said that. Um, I feel like that pendulum has been swinging wildly. Maybe you've been having some pretty intense mood swings, and now you're kind of, maybe you're becoming more aware of the fact that you have had more kind of mood swings. Maybe you didn't even realize this was happening. Whatever this is, it's you getting back in touch with yourself and really seeing yourself in a whole new way. And it's because of what you're learning. Just, I'm getting like voraciously reading or absorbing some kind of information. So let's see. How do I do this? Um, okay, so let's go with the Elemental Oracle. Okay, we've got Breath and Life, number 27, which is interesting because release is also number 27. I'm getting this, like, having it's like having been, if I can even talk, you've been holding your breath, like in anticipation of something, or in fear or worried, and you coming out of situation and going within, or the work that you're doing as you're doing this kind of inner excavation, it's it's this huge sigh. it's like holding your breath for so long and finally you're like, oh, like I didn't even realize that I couldn't breathe until I did take a breath. And this is a part of this release. Releasing what's been held back, what's been stuck, where you've been holding your breath, holding your energy. Okay, one more. Wait, two more actually. Keep going. Ooh, we've got fire and ignition. Number 8. Um, yeah, you're south and adventure. Yes. Yes. This is so great. This is like you're waking up. You're coming back to yourself. Sagittarius is it's the sign in the zodiac that is very optimistic, ruled by Jupiter. It's all about expansion, and Sagittarians tend to um, be very fortunate. They tend to have luck on their side. Um, I feel like you haven't. That hasn't been happening. Maybe you've been struggling a lot with that this year, and maybe that's kind of left you feeling like, what's wrong with me, or why aren't things like happening like they normally do. This is all happening because you needed to access some kind of information. You needed to pursue some kind of pursue knowledge, um gain access to some kind of I'm getting I was going to say information, but also inspiration with this fire and ignition. It's like once you take that breath, oh, in the heart. Yeah, so this picture is interesting because she's over here and then she's connected to this giant heart, and then both of them have this kind of energy that's being released. Steam. I'm getting steam. There's all this fire there. And you add water to it, you add emotions to this fire that's already a part of who you are. You're accessing your emotions in a way you never have before. And this is waking you up, and it's giving you this like newfound feeling of just like, I know I want to do something new. I want to go somewhere new. See, she's reaching for the moon, right? She's standing on all those books. And then I feel like discovering like there's a portal to the moon, or yeah, going on an adventure in some doing something totally new because you have a new lease on life. Isn't that interesting? Lease is in release. Okay, so I'm going to read these in a different way. So we have sacred pool, wisdom. Here, let me hold them up one at a time. So we've got sacred pool, which is beautiful because I don't know if you can see it. There's this woman who's just floating in this kind of beautiful pond, very serene. So sacred pool, and then wisdom. And then breath and life. So by going within, you're learning something new, or you're taking the time to figure out what's sacred, or you're enveloping yourself in the sacred, and this is bringing new life in. This is a breath of fresh air. You're discovering something major, um, about yourself, about what you want to do, the direction you want to go. So then we have solitude, release, solitude, release, I love these. I love the art. I love the images. And then we have fire and ignition. So it's the same story. By taking time for yourself, you gain some kind of wisdom. You're able to transform, release what's been holding you back, or release something within you that, again, she's got her mouth. I think she's got her mouth open. Hang on. Need my glasses for this. I guess her mouth isn't open, but it still feels like a big breath. Like everything's just kind of like surging out of you. And that ignites the fire within, that inspiration, that natural energy that you are, that you embody. You're coming home to yourself, feeling good in your own skin again. I love this. So then we have deep freeze. Sorry, I keep doing that. Deep freeze, extremes, and south, and adventure. I don't know why this card, I love it so much. I think just the idea of going on an adventure. And she's got an umbrella. And for me, I love the rain. So I'm always like, "Ooh, yeah, prepare for rain." Prepare, but then enjoy it at the same time. So deep freeze is inaction. And because of that, it's sort of like the hanged man in tarot, where it's all about, like, there's nothing to do anyway. So you just spend time in contemplation. And in doing that, you naturally gain a new perspective on these extremes that you have been dealing with. Or maybe as you're taking time to yourself, or you're just, you don't have the opportunities being presented to you just yet. There's going to be a period of time where there is nothing to do but just be. And this can be difficult. I feel like, especially for you, because you have a natural drive to move, to go on adventures. Sagittarius is, it's the adventurer of the zodiac, wanting to just um experience as many things as possible, being out in the world, moving, interacting, um, yeah, seeing the world. And so it could be difficult for you to reconcile the fact that you can't do that. There's a period of time of just waiting, of sitting, of contemplating, and you don't necessarily feel very comfortable in this kind of in in this energy. And so it could be causing you to search out things that may not be so healthy. Um, Maybe there are times when you find yourself binging on whatever things, whatever immediate gratification thing you prefer. And then there are other times where you're like, no, I'm going to be I'm gonna buckle down. I'm gonna do what I need to do for myself. And it's like, I keep getting this kind of like, from day to day. Sometimes even within a day, you're like, forget it. I was gonna I had all these plans, or I was gonna do this thing, but I don't know. I feel like you're gonna work out whatever this extremes is, and you're gonna say, okay, enough's enough. I've had enough with the I don't know, this kind of like swinging wildly from one thing to the other, from one extreme to the other. And that that's going to be what inspires you to just get going. You're going to wake up from a place where you feel paralyzed, or in order to shake things up, like you might recognize that it's it's just been too long and you need to take matters into your own hands and just go. Okay. You're ready for a new adventure. You're like I said, you're ready to get back to yourself. So, I want to pick a card from the Mystical Shaman Oracle. We've got the giveaway 23. What's happening here exactly? Oh, so the figure is holding something. Almost looks like well, it's a ball. She's, I don't know if you can see it with the light, but yeah, she's holding a ball, or I don't know, it looks kind of like a planet or something, giving something away. You know what's interesting is this image is like, okay, so she's reaching for the moon, and now it's like reaching for the moon and then grabbing it. Having access to something you didn't before. So, get my glasses. Okay. Make a list of 10 people and things for which you are grateful. Connect with the feeling of gratitude. The giveaway comes to ask you to feel the same gratitude without needing anything or anyone to inspire it, and to share this gratitude with those you meet. As you offer thanks, your heart opens and you start realizing how much life has given you. You heal your feelings of scarcity and open yourself to the abundance that surrounds you. The giveaway invites you to be in the flow of life as you give freely and receive freely. So maybe you have been focused on scarcity. I keep getting that. Well, when I talked about that feeling of like you're holding your breath, like you've been holding your breath, there's a scarcity of oxygen, right? Like breathing air is the most. It's a great representation of abundance, and so you've been holding yourself back from your abundance. And this is part of the shift, is you embracing what the good that is in your life, appreciating all that you do have. This is a part of what's helping you get back to yourself. Because that's another quality about Sagittarius. Very, very generous. Oftentimes people with Sagittarius, very generous. And so you're very good at giving. But I think you've had some struggle with receiving. And that's true for a lot of people. And I think you're coming to terms with that. You're understanding where you've held people back, or people have tried to give to you, and I don't know. However, you've had difficulty receiving. This is all shifting because with that sacred pool there, you're starting to recognize that the act of giving is an act of love. I think that you feel so good when you give. And so it's letting somebody who wants to give to you, letting them experience have that experience of love, of giving, of themselves, or whatever it is. It's how do I say it? Um a l- it's about grace and that equal give and take. So we'll leave it there. Okay, so what else? I'm gonna pick some. Do I? No, you know what? I want to pick some cards from the Tarot of Mystical Moments. King of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and Justice. Oh, I love this. Oh, I love this so much because I love this King of Cups because, first of all, it's the Queen. Oh, sorry, not the Queen. The female king. Um, and this is a protectress. It's the king, right? Yes, the king. Um, Protector, protectress. The female king it always speaks to me of that balance between masculine and feminine. The ability to take action and also receive and intuit what needs to be done. Um, and here you have somebody who wants to protect you or help you. This could also be an energy that you're stepping into. Whereas you elevate, you recognize, like, because you are a giver. This represents the giver, the holding the space and embodying this energy, or someone doing this for you. It's bringing in this new opportunity. Something new is growing here, something new within you, within a connection, within your life, because of that space of love, that grace that you allow others to let them give to you, to be a safe haven for you, or vice versa. And then with Justice, um Libra energy, everything's this new opportunity, this new beginning that is very stable and grounded, and there's great potential here for something tangible. um this is exactly what you've been wanting, what you've been hoping for, praying for. Again, we have this balance. The scales are coming into balance. Things are finally working out in your favor, and maybe you feel like they haven't been. Okay, I'm gonna get a card from the Sacred Rebels Oracle. This is I love this. I love this for you because it's so transformative. It's um like in a way that is, it's just so, I don't know, beneficial, I guess is the word. I feel like that doesn't even do justice to describing it, but we've got Going Beyond Normal, number 14. Um there's okay, so there's something here about divine timing. She's got the clock hands on her third eye. Um something about you taking time to access your intuition. It's a part of all of this going within, introspection, solitude. It it's taking time to access, but once you do, um, this is where the inspiration comes from. So let's see. Um, going beyond normal. Yeah, whatever you consider normal, that's all changing. You're stepping out of your comfort zone, which I love. On the path of life, there are deciding moments where we can choose to go with the mainstream, or we can dare to take a bolder, more authentic and trusting way, even if it seems riskier or less safe. To rely solely on logic and science without incorporating the mysterious and magical is a recipe for an existence that is far too dry. The sacred rebel within our hearts will always choose a juicier approach to life. You are currently approaching such a choice point. You could say that the choice is about balance. Yeah. It is less about choosing to honor either art or science, gardening or architecture, and more about integrating all approaches so that you enhance rather than hinder your life journey. Yep, you're enhancing you're in the process of enhancing your life. Um while I was reading that, I thought of this going south, this adventure card. This is you embracing um, what is beyond normal, Abby normal. um, yeah, it's you're ready for an adventure, or you will be. You're not quite there. You got to spend time going through all this, figuring yourself out, basically. But it's gorgeous. Let me finish with a chakra card. Root chakra, physical body. I celebrate my physical body and recognize it as the wondrous vessel through which I see, feel, hear, touch, smell, and taste. I connect fully with my physical existence on this earthly plane. I breathe life force. What life and breath? I breathe life force into my body and nourish it with good food. I love and accept my body. I exist. Yeah, your existence, your reason for being here on the planet. You're coming to a whole new understanding of what that even means. And you're going to be tapping in to that inspiration that you're going to be ready. I don't know. I feel this all building, the excitement. It's coming. You may already be there already. You may have already done all of this introspection, and everyone's on a different timeline. So just go with it. Follow your inspiration, follow the signs where you're led, and it's all leading to that balance and happiness and adventure. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and year, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. And thanks so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing. And please leave me a comment.